Hello friends, welcome to Deep World of Knowledge. What is special about 28th February? Yes, you have guessed it right. 28th February is celebrated as National Science Day. This is the day when we remember the contributions made by our great Indian physicist Sir C.V. Raman. But what is so special about him? Why we have named our National Science Day on him? So, when I say Newton, what comes to our mind? Yes, the falling apple. When we say Albert Einstein, what comes to our mind? E is equal to mc square. When I say Edison, what comes to your mind? A light bulb. So, when I say C.V. Raman, what comes to your mind? Yes, this is what all we are going to discuss today with the other amazing facts about C.V. Raman. So, let us start our video. Let us start from his childhood. So C.V. Raman was born in a village in Tamil Nadu, and from his very childhood he was a boy of extraordinary abilities. Do you know, just by the age of 11 years he finished his 10th. And by what age we finish our 10th? Yeah, 14 or 15. And by the age of 15, when we do our 10th, he was a graduation degree holder from Presidency College Madras, and that also with a distinction in English and physics. And then he started doing his PG, his post graduation. You know that he finished his post graduation just by the age of 19. And there is a great story behind this. The story goes like this. Just by the age of 18 years, he was the one who published his first academic paper. First, he gave his paper to his professor to go through, but he didn't bother. So Raman directly has sent his papers to the Philosophical magazine and it was accepted over there. Following this, the paper was published in many scientific magazines. So Rayleigh was a famous physicist, British physicist that time. He wrote a letter to appreciate the discoveries of Raman, his academic paper. So, not knowing that Raman is just a teenager, he addressed in his letter to Professor Raman. So, that was our great Raman. When India was not even independent, it was considered to be a country of poor and snake charmers. This man was making history and making others believe what all Indians can do. After finishing his post-graduation, Raman joined Indian Finance Institute in Calcutta because that time science was not a very big profession to be pursued. So he joined civil services. But he used to carry out research in his extra time. As a part-time he used to carry out research. And do you know that his past part-time research work was so impressive that this research work earned him a Patil degree. That time it was known as a Patil degree. A Patil degree in University of Calcutta. And from here, the making of Sir C.V. Raman started. Sir C.V. Raman was given a chance to attend a conference of universities in London. So while returning from his trip, he was coming back through the Meridian Sea. There he was amazed by the deep blue color of the Meridian Sea and he asked himself a question. When the water is kept in a glass, it's colorless, but why the color of this sea is a brilliant blue color? So he started experimenting on the ship itself. By that time, it was a general belief that the blue color of sea is due to the reflection of sky. But Raman said no, there is something in the water itself that is giving it a blue color. And he started his experiment on the sea itself with the simple instruments which he had that time. Coming back to India, he carried forwarded his research with his students and his colleagues. After years of patient work, yes, in 1921, he gave an hypothesis that the sea is blue due to the water itself. Water molecules are scattering the light and giving it a blue color. And patiently working on his hypothesis, he carried out many experiments. On 28th February 1928, one of his experiments gave a positive results. Do you know what was the experiment and what was the result? Let us know about it. So as we all know that light consists of 7 different colors and we give it by the colors of rainbow. We call it VIBGYOR, Vibgyor colors. So what he did is, he took one color, that is one wavelength of light, and passed it through a liquid molecule. And when the light came out, it was noticed that some part, a little part of the light has changed in wavelength. So it has changed the color of light. It was a monochromatic light, only one color light which was passed through, and when it came out the color was changed. And this created a sensation in the world of science. And then after, this effect was named as Raman effect to honor the scientist. His discovery was so big and brilliant that Raman was very sure this discovery is going to earn him a Nobel Prize. And in 1930, it is said that 4 months before the Nobel Prizes were announced, he booked his tickets to Sweden because he was very confident that this great discovery is going to earn him a Nobel Prize. And this Sir C.V. Raman was the first Asian, not only the first Indian, yes, the first Asian to get a Nobel Prize in any field of science. That also, it is to be noted that Raman got a Nobel Prize in 1930. In 1930, we were not an independent country. We were under the rule of Britishers. People were poor. With lots of social problems, the people were fighting for their own livelihood. And this great man was making the world believe what all Indians can do. So C.V. Raman was a great and noble person. He accepted the Nobel Prize, and when India became free, he founded an institute, Raman Institute in Bangalore. So there he worked until the end of his life. In 1954, he was also awarded with Bharat Ratna. So C.V. Raman was a teacher. He used to give lectures to popularize science. He used to conduct many research works along with his students and his colleagues. He was a person who believed that it is not about materialistic world. It's not about how much resources you have, but it is all about how much dedication and how much curious you are. He was curious that why the color of sea appears brilliant blue. He questioned himself, and with his patient work of research, he was able to give Raman effect. We all cannot be as brilliant as Sir C.V. Raman, but yes, we can be as curious as he was. And curiosity is the fuel to an invention or a discovery. Now, the date of his discovery, that is 28th February, is celebrated as National Science Day. Every year, government fixes a theme around which there will be many programs which will take place in the school and colleges. School and colleges organize science exhibitions, science talk, and many radio and TV programs are also organized on the day. So, on this day, we remember the great Indian physicist, the great Indian scientist, the noble person who believed that I will not go and conduct my research in the foreign countries, but it will be people from our other world, people from outside who will come to India to learn from me. That was Sir C.V. Raman. His old house in Bangalore, now that house is open for all. Annually, many competitions are held over there, many exhibitions are held over there. One is the Young Raman Scientist Award. So across, it's a national level competition where people take part, and for the final round, the competition takes place in the garden, in the lawn of Sir C.V. Raman's old house. So if you get an opportunity, do visit Sir C.V. Raman's house and acknowledge the person, acknowledge the Indian who believed in himself. And at last I want to say, जो भरा नहीं है चार्जेस से, जो भरा नहीं है चार्जेस से, बहता जिसमें करंट नहीं, वह कंडक्टर नहीं, वह कंडक्टर नहीं इंसुलेटर है जिसमें साइंस का सार नहीं. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos on Deep World of Knowledge.